Sister wives. Robyn humiliates Kody as she replaces his compass. And Kody's new forgiveness interview not so humble. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my update gossip channel. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown is not doing herself or Kody Brown any favors these days when she seems to take control of her now monogamous husband. Fans see this happening both on and off the TLC series. Kody is fresh off the polygamy wagon, so some fans see him as a man who does not know how to navigate as he goes forward. Now it appears that he looks to Robyn for guidance, but many fans think this works against him. Sister wives. Sticking up for Kody Brown, that's a switch. You'd be hard-pressed to find a fan to side with Kody Brown against any one of his past wives. But that doesn't seem to be the case when it comes to his present wife, Robyn Brown. During the last half of Sister Wives Season 18, including the wedding special, fans saw a huge shift for Kody. When he's with Robyn, he appears to turn to her for approval after talking to the camera. Then viewers noted that it looked as if watched her face for signs of disapproval as he talked into the Sister Wives camera. And that sign emerged on Robyn. She looked very disgruntled a couple of times at the words forming in her husband's mouth. Fans describe Robyn as controlling after watching her getting a bit forceful during the last couple of Sister Wives episodes. She even became physically aggressive while trying to get her husband to shut up. She put her hands over his mouth in one incident. Another time, she smashed her lips into his to stop him mid-sentence. Fans chimed in to say that Robyn needed to stop putting her hands on him while trying to control him. Despite the viewers' disdain for Kody over his treatment of his 3 original wives, some fans started to stick up for him. But only because of the way Robyn Brown pulls his strings. Still, many more fans think he is getting what he deserves. Kody lost his way. Now Robyn Brown guides him. Looking back, you can see the important roles that Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, and Christine Brown played in Kody Brown's life. Janelle grounded him. She and Kody pretty much ran the financial business for the family. Christine barked about being slighted because he didn't spend a fair amount of time with her. But her anger over this seemed to serve a major purpose for all the wives. She gave him a push. It kept him in check and on the go, moving from one wife's house to the next. While Robyn boasts that she speaks Kody, many fans see Meri Brown as the one who understood him the best. Despite him denying this, Meri seemed to understand the reasons behind a lot of his controversial behavior. So, Kody lost a good deal of his compass. He may have claimed to be the leader of the pack, but there was a lot of influence from his 3 ex-wives. Now that the 3 wives, who acted somewhat like a compass for their shared husband, are gone, things seem to change drastically. Or, as some might say, it's all in Robyn Brown's hands now. Sister Wives. Robyn Brown humiliates her husband. Ever since Sister Wives aired the wedding special, fans have raked Robyn Brown over the coals. The boohooing faded, and she suddenly became more assertive on camera. Viewers have commented on how they see Robyn in control now that the other 3 wives have left the polygamous nest. Fans suggest that with the other 3 wives gone, Robyn humiliates Kody with her controlling antics. But they also think that he doesn't realize this. That Sister Wives scene, the one where Robyn covers his mouth, got some fans raging mad. But others suggested if the other women were still his wives, then Robyn would likely experience friction coming from her co-wives. Kody Brown had 3 cheerleaders in his corner for a very long time. That started to fade around the time he became that guy spouting off disparaging remarks about his 3 original wives on camera. Cheerleaders all gone. All 3 women saw Kody as a good husband and a great father when Sister Wives first came to the screen. That theme carried on for many seasons. But his antics in the last few seasons did him in. Sister Wives fans know how that turned out. Kody Brown found himself with only 1 wife left. But now, the fans see Robyn treating him in a way they never thought he'd allow himself to be treated. Again, many fans think he deserves this. But there are some fans of this TLC series who think Robyn Brown's treatment of Kody Brown is humiliating for this father of 18. And they've gone to bat for him on social media today. Sister Wives star Kody Brown sounds rather humble in his latest real-time interview, but that's only until you realize what this TLC celebrity is trying to get across. Kody talks about love and forgiveness, but then there's a twist. Sister Wives. Kody Brown in humble new beginning. Kody Brown sounds like a man who sees the error of his ways today. So, now it appears he's willing to go after the forgiveness of those he wronged. Well, you can't fault him for that. After all, it's a step in the right direction. From where the fans sit, he wronged many of his sister wives' family members over the last few seasons. So, at first, you might want to give him some credit for working on forgiveness. But is that what he's doing? Kody said some gnarly things about his wives, as well as his adult kids, over the last few sister wives seasons. Many tears were shed as Kody Brown said some awful things about his 3 original wives, who have since left him. But in this new interview, it sounds like he might have turned a new leaf. Or at least, at first, it sounds this way. Kody and his kids. Perhaps the worst scenes to air were the ones that captured the sadness of the sister wives' kids. A few of them felt very let down by Kody Brown. Fans were furious as his daughter, Ipbw Brown, shed tears when her father didn't show up for her surgery. Viewers went into a rage after a grown son's tearful breakdown. These scenes were caught on camera, so there's not much debate as to why the kids became so upset. His son wept over what he perceived as his father's lack of caring after forgetting his birthday. But Gabriel Brown's meltdown was likely due to the many things accumulating at the time. Not just his birthday. The treatment of his children, combined with what he's said about his wives, was horrendous at times. So, this sure gives him a reason to want forgiveness for what he did. But then the sister wives patriarch comes out with a sentence that seems to suggest something different. Sister wives. Kody wants to forgive himself. In this latest interview, Kody also shares how his confidence is coming back. Then he goes on to suggest that he's looking for a lot more understanding from the family. The sister wives patriarch describes losing his confidence after going through 3 divorces. Now Kody Brown looks forward to getting that back and moving forward. But when it comes to forgiveness, it doesn't sound like he's asking for it after his rather awful behavior. No, instead, he is looking for a way that he can forgive himself for being angry over what his wives said about him. Kody says that he's trying to find forgiveness for himself for being angry about what has happened. His goal, I want to forgive myself for that and move on. That said, it looks like this humble-sounding Kody still can't wrap his head around what happened within his marriages. But more importantly, he doesn't seem to see who owns the blame for this. No apologies in the cards. It seems some of Kody Brown's next words sum it up nicely. He said he's looking forward to just healing in time and getting to a point where you feel forgiveness towards somebody who's just said bad things about you. So, there you have it. Kody is working on finding forgiveness in his heart for the wives who said bad things about him. He's not offering forgiveness for the bad things he said about them. This didn't turn out like it first sounded. When he opened this interview, it looked like the sister wives' husband was seeing things more clearly today. But, as he keeps going, it seems like he's looking at finding forgiveness within himself so he can forgive the women he thinks wronged him. So, humble sounding or not, it looks like this sister wives' father of 18 barks up the wrong tree for fans. Sister wives fans see this as Kody Brown still not getting it. Some fans of the TLC series suggest that this once husband of 4 still doesn't have a clue that his behavior caused the demise of his polygamous marriage. So, it sounds like there are no apologies in the wings for his family members. It looks like his goal is just to forgive himself for getting mad about the bad things that were said about him. Sister Wives star Meri Brown had all eyes on her this week as she introduced her new man to the fans of her TLC series. That's Amos Andrews, who she's been dating since October. Now it looks like Meri's 55-year-old love interest has much more in common than she first disclosed. Sister Wives. Did Meri Brown prepare new beau for fishbowl life? While Meri Brown pointed out who Amos isn't, she left out a few details of the picture of who he is. Meri's made fans aware that Amos Andrews is not a pilot. Her introduction also included that he's not a 6'6" guy. But, they had a lot in common. Well, it seems Meri and her new boyfriend have much more in common than their infatuation with the Christmas holiday and their love of laughter. So far, that's all she's offered for common ground between the two. But now it looks as if Meri came in short on details about her new man in her original post. Hopefully, Meri prepared her new love interest, Amos, for what was about to happen as soon as his smiling face hit social media. Still, he probably had some inkling that dating Meri would be different from dating the average woman. Amos jumped into the sister wives fishbowl once Meri introduced him. Now, the details of his life become of interest to the fans, and he shows up in the headlines today. So, who is Amos Andrews, Meri Brown's new man? Numbers add up for Meri and Amos. A new report about Meri Brown's new love interest shows some odd things in common between the two. They seem to share a connection when it comes to numbers. When it comes to spouses, just like Meri's shared husband, Kody Brown, Amos had 4 wives. Yes, but there's one difference between Kody's quartet of women and Amos Andrews' 4 brides. Kody had 4 wives all at once. Amos didn't marry his 4 brides until he divorced the previous wife. So while Kody had 4 women as wives all at the same time, it looks like Amos did a lot of marrying and divorcing. Coincidentally, one of his wives had the same first name as one of Kody's wives, Christine. Just like Christine Brown, sister wives, dredging up the past. So, Amos Andrews finds himself tossed into the sister wives fishbowl today. But the stuff coming out about him isn't exactly shining examples of life's milestones. So, he's been married 4 times, which is no great shakes to many fans. A lot of folks in this world have had multiple spouses, so this is far from rare. Look at Liz Taylor, she married 8 times to 7 different men. There was also a point in his life that sounded like Amos had some financial difficulties. That can be said about millions of Americans every day. But the new report alleges he claimed bankruptcy back in 2000. Well, that's 25 years ago. So, Amos is just one of millions who found themselves in that unsettling place with their finances. That said, he has that in common with Meri Brown as well. According to a report last year, there's only one spouse from the Sister Wives clan who has not filed for bankruptcy. Janelle Brown filed in 1997 and Christine Brown filed in 2010. But because Meri was legally married to Kody Brown, they filed bankruptcy as a couple back in 2005. So, that leaves Robyn Brown, who never filed for bankruptcy, according to this report. Where's the shining armor for Meri's knight? If Meri Brown prepared her new boyfriend for life inside the sister wives fishbowl, she likely warned him this was coming. It's the darkest times in his life that will likely find their way to the public. Christine Brown recently married David Woolley. He seemed to live a pretty normal life up until the time he met Christine. So, nothing condemning surface for him. Robyn Brown finally stopped posting, likely because each post became a platform to slam her some more. But the way she used social media for all those years, added fuel for the Sister Wives fans. With all those posts about her kids and Kody, it seemed to the viewers of the show that she was monopolizing Kody's time. Still, it wasn't until the last few seasons that her co-wives finally said on camera that Kody favored Robyn. This validated what the fans had been saying for years. So, with Robyn unplugged from the online world, there's nothing new from her where fans can comment. But Sister Wives fans are creative, and it seems like a new comment gets added to Robyn's old posts almost daily. The recent family tragedy seemed to draw fans to her old posts. So, the viewers from the TLC series seem to find a way to get their word across to Robyn Brown, one way or the other. Sister Wives star Christine Brown has been walking on clouds since falling in love with David Woolley, but today, she knows the feeling of being trapped. Plus, this celebrity from the TLC series says her husband taunts her about this. Sounds terrible. Not really when you put it all in context. Yes, she's feeling trapped, and her husband is taunting her, but that is the price you pay for being chauffeured around. Sister Wives. Christine Brown puts one foot in front of the other. Christine Brown is known for her car confessions. She either makes these confessions while driving around or sits in her car alone to confess something. But it's all aimed at the Sister Wives fans to keep them in the loop. Usually, these confessions have a comical flair about them. Today, Christine and her large family deal with the aftermath of Garrison Brown's death. So, getting back to the daily grind isn't easy. But she's trying. In another recent video, this Sister Wives mom of 6 said she doesn't want to get out of bed in the morning. Her despair is overwhelming. She also defends herself after some fans think she posted online so soon after Garrison's passing. She explained she has to work to keep herself moving forward, and social media is part of her work. Fans flocked to her comment section and agreed wholeheartedly with her. Then, a few days later, she posted the confession post about her husband, David Woolley. And fans were thrilled to see it. As of now, it seems as if Amos is like millions of others out there with divorces and bankrupt filing in tow. So, you can't say any dirt came to the surface for Meri's new guy. With that said, even if Meri's new guy had some upstanding event or accomplishment in his history, it likely gets put on the back burner. Critics of this TLC series seem to look for the juicier stuff, but all they shared so far is Amos Andrews' history with 4 wives and a long-ago bankruptcy. Maybe in the 1950s, 4 marriages would drop jaws, but not today. Sister Wives star Meri Brown gave what seemed like a heartfelt wedding gift to Christine Brown, but now we know there was more to it than meets the eye for the first wife of the TLC series. Christine Brown's whirlwind romance that led to a fairy tale wedding raised questions for fans as well as her ex-spouses. But once the big day arrived, a twist was in the air. Sister Wives. Christine Brown's rapid trip to the altar. Christine Brown is super close to her kids, but outside her offspring, Janelle Brown is the closest Brown family member to the bride. She had questions about what this bride was thinking by getting married so soon. But that changed after she got to know David Woolley. Her thoughts seemed to change even more during the wedding special. That's when Janelle tells the Sister Wives cameras that this just feels so right for Christine. And so many people watching seemed to agree with her. So, even Janelle had reservations about Christine's fast-track wedding so soon after her divorce. Robyn Brown seemed to think that Christine was making a mistake by leaving Kody Brown in the first place. But Meri Brown hadn't said too much until now. And her thoughts turned up as a surprise to Sister Wives fans. Meri Brown's heartfelt tribute to the bride. Sister Wives fans waited with bated breath for what Meri had to say during the wedding special. Especially after Robyn had to shut up Kody before he said something negative. Then Robyn sarcastically rolled out her, "We are so happy," words for Meri. Fans knew Janelle was genuinely happy for Christine. But many viewers sat through Kody and Robyn acting a bit snarky. So, they wondered what the original matriarch of the Sister Wives clan would say when her time came. Then Meri Brown opened up with heartfelt words. So, many Sister Wives viewers saw this as a wonderful wedding gift. She and Christine were estranged even before the Sister Wives family had wives jumping ship. But what the first wife had to say seemed so kind. Some fans suggested you could even look at it as extending the olive branch. Meri Brown believes the bride deserves this happiness in her life. She said about Christine Brown, "I think that she deserves it. Especially after the last couple of years that all this stuff has been coming out about what Kody's been saying." Meri continues, "She deserves to be happy and have someone who really loves her." That was a wonderful tribute from this ex-co-wife to the bride. But now it looks like Meri might have another reason for seeing it this way. Sister Wives. Meri walks a mile in Christine's shoes. This week, Meri introduced her new man to the masses. She took to social media and officially revealed Amos to the Sister Wives fans. He's a man she's dated since October. While Meri shared very few details about her new love interest, she did manage to say she won't be sharing this guy. Meri Brown plans on keeping Amos to herself. So, while Meri's words were so kind to Christine Brown, now we know she was following in Christine's footsteps when it came to finding someone new. But going back to what Meri said about Christine deserving happiness with a man who loves her, fans can't help wondering if she was mirroring her own circumstances. The first wife never gave up on Kody Brown. No, he initiated the split and left her no option other than he'd fake being her husband if that's what she wanted. A peep into the looking glass. During the special, when Meri offers her feelings to the sister wives camera. Some fans think she also might be thinking of herself as well. Especially when she says Christine deserves to be with someone who will love her. The fans chimed in to say Meri deserves this too. Everything that Meri Brown said about her ex-co-wife, she could say about herself. So, whether she realized it or not, she's walking in Christine's shoes today, and maybe this helped her realize just how much that she and her co-wives deserve. So, maybe Meri Brown had another agenda when sharing those words about Christine Brown. It's also possible that she reaffirmed things for herself, after finding someone new. And this someone, called Amos, well, she's not sharing him. Still, fans find it ironic how both these sister wives ladies made it clear that there's no more sharing going forward in the next chapter of their lives. Sister Wives star Christine Brown seemed to hit Robyn Brown in her Achilles heel, but it looks like Janelle Brown stepped in and cleaned it up on the TLC series. While what Christine said raised a few eyebrows among the viewers, it looks like she had a reason to say it. Plus, more than likely it was not meant as a dig. Sister Wives. Christine Brown drops Janelle Brown's jaw. To say that Christine Brown enjoyed her wedding day is a huge understatement. Her joy radiated out through the guests. That said, even the fans at home in front of their TV sets felt the love surrounding her and David Woolley. Some of the fans admitted to shedding tears of happiness while watching certain scenes. Some watching the second part of the Sister Wives wedding special say they became astounded by some of the antics of the bride. Namely, her impromptu lap dance for the groom. Even Janelle Brown said she realized she was looking at something that shocked her. But Janelle, being Janelle Brown, said it was her wedding. So she sat back and laughed with the rest of the guests at this Sister Wives grand affair. Christine Brown also knew she went a bit too far. She noticed that it was too much for a few of her kids. Plus, she probably saw Janelle Brown's face turn red as well. But she came out and said that she didn't care. So, once the initial shock of her risque move wore off, guests seemed to have a great time watching her. But it was something that Christine said that now seems to lead back to something Robyn holds sacred. She talked about it many times on Sister Wives. And no, it's not Kody Brown. Robyn Brown cried over this. In the last few Sister Wives seasons, Robyn seemed to be on a sobbing rampage over the disconnection she felt from the rest of the family. But while it bothered her to feel left out, Robyn mostly felt this pain for her kids. The mother of 5 seemed to blame Christine Brown for robbing her kids of a chance to grow up in a plural marriage. She never experienced what the other 3 wives had had in this Sister Wives family. But Robyn seemed to place the blame on everyone else besides herself and Kody. She pinpointed Christine since she was the first to pack up and leave. But Robyn Brown showed up on the screen numerous times, complaining that her kids missed out on the joys of plural marriage. In season 18, Christine said how she would love to continue her relationships with all the kids. She threw a party after she had left the family and wanted to invite Robyn's kids, but because of the strain between them, she felt it was best that she didn't. Then Robyn Brown put herself in the middle of the siblings' Christmas gift exchange and conjured up some hard feelings. So, when her daughters came on the screen in a confessional, they pretty much echoed their mother's words. They felt estranged from the family but didn't know why. Sister Wives. Christine's reference to 13 kids seen as jab to Robyn. In one of her many confessionals in season 18, Christine talked about her marriage to David. And how the kids were handling it. The Sister Wives family consists of 18 kids. Christine has 6, Janelle has 6, Meri has 1, and Robyn has 5 children. So the bride said to the camera that, all 13 of my kids are very protective of me. But she likely meant the 13 kids that she had a major hand in raising. She was the stay-at-home mom as Janelle and Meri hit the workforce in the early days of Sister Wives. This was before Robyn Brown entered the family with 3 kids from a previous marriage, then the 2 born to her and Kody, rounding out to 5 altogether. So, Christine considered the 13 kids as hers, just like Janelle and Meri did when bringing them up. But saying that her 13 children were protective of her was true, although it was seen as a dig at Robyn Brown. To some sister wives viewers, it may look like the bride left out Robyn Brown's kids purposely for a jab at her ex-co-wife. Although in all fairness, the other 5 children are not protective of Christine, so if she said 18 kids were protective of her, well, that would likely open another can of worms. But just like Janelle and Meri, Christine Brown considered herself a mom of those 13 kids. And since she never got as close with Robyn's kids, it wouldn't be correct to say all of my 18 kids are protective of me. Janelle, clean up on best friend's aisle. Janelle Brown had something to say in the wedding finale episode. This may or may not have to do with Christine's line about her 13 kids. Robyn Brown has been very vocal about her kids being slighted by the family's demise. She's also been called an overprotective mother through the Sister Wives seasons. Now it's like another family forms without Kody Brown or Robyn Brown as part of it. Now Janelle Brown shares how at this wedding, with everyone there, it feels like they are whole. She also said that it feels as if the family still has an identity. Some of the players have changed, but it sounds like Janelle sees herself, along with Christine, David, and all their kids coming together as a family. But they don't shut anyone out. Janelle Brown made it clear that won't happen. She said if any of the kids who weren't part of this wanted to join them, they'd be very much welcome. So, it sounds like maybe Janelle attempted to smooth over Christine Brown's 13 kids comment. But it could have been nothing more than a coincidence. But Christine has said in the past on Sister Wives that she'd welcome Robyn's kids at family functions. So, while some fans think the 13-kid mention was a dig from the bride, it was nothing more than the way it is. Robyn Brown's kids aren't protective of Christine Brown or, for that matter, Janelle Brown as well. But both these mothers would welcome those kids who Sister Wives fans got to know from the TLC series. What do you think about this video? Please told on comment box. Also subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching this video.